Hello everyone and welcome back to the Event Queen Show. I'm your host Nikki the Event Queen, and on this show we help you conquer the event world one subject at a time. Thank you guys for tuning in and just being a part of my afternoon. So as you guys know, I've been shooting something called the Bridal series. Being in events for about 15 years and handling weddings and coordinating weddings and things of that nature, I just really see some things going on that I kind of want to address and help my brides out with. It's bridal season, it's wedding season, everybody's getting engaged or married, and there's so much going on in the city. And I just kind of want to help my brides out there because weddings are supposed to be memorable, but we also know they're very expensive. In Atlanta, where I am right now, bridal season's from about, I'd say April, ending around September, October. And the average wedding in Atlanta, in our city, is about $15,000 average and can go up to 70, 80, depending on the style of wedding and how many days and the cultural background of that wedding. So listen, I totally get it. I understand that time is not infinite. I understand that money's not infinite, and their resources, they're finite. So I kind of want to help you get over some humps that I see a lot of brides having trouble with. So I did a video, the first video in my bridal series called Know Before You Buy, and it's basically a guideline or some framework to help you make a conscious choice when you're hiring vendors or thinking about giving someone your business. I'm a vendor, I am a wedding coordinator, I'm a wedding planner, and I believe all business should be earned. And there are some things you really need to look for when you decide, that you're gonna plan your wedding and you need these services. Look for certain attributes and certain characteristics of a business. And it always needs to be up to your discretion. Don't feel pressured into anything or, let people kind of trick you or use pressuring sale tactics. Not cool. So like I said, I just want to help you guys have the best wedding possible. And we're going to talk about some things that, no, we're not going to talk about. I'm going to tell you 5 things that a bride should never do. And this actual video is called 5 Things a Bride Should Never DIY. So let's get into this. Now, these 5 things, I don't ever want to see a bride doing or having someone in her family do unless it is their profession or their regular day job. These are very specific and important to me. And the first thing we're going to talk about is flowers. I don't know why brides believe that they can do their flowers. Listen, florists exist for a reason, and a lot of people want these huge elaborate arrangements at their wedding, or they want these beautiful customized vases. Do you understand, first of all, that flowers are perishable? They have a very short shelf life once they're cut, and you have to know how to maneuver and work with them and what their shelf life is like. Number 2, flowers are expensive. If you are not a wholesaler or a distributor of flowers, you're going to pay an arm and a leg to get flowers. Trust me, this is not like going down to Publix and getting roses. No, totally different ball game. Another thing, flowers are seasonal. So you may want a bloom or a flower during a certain time of year, and that flower may not be seasonal. If that flower is not seasonal, you're going to pay an arm and a leg to even get it if it's available. Number 3, do you know how difficult it is to transport flowers? People, listen to me on this. Flowers are transported in a van for a reason. Like, I don't ever want to see a bride trying to stack 20 vases in her car and all these crazy elaborate arrangements in her car and then have to tug them all out, sit them all up, make sure they're all pretty and perfect, and then, have to strike them or take them down afterwards. It's such a waste of time. Don't do it. So the next thing we're going to talk about, women, ladies, brides to be, is hair and makeup. Have someone professionally come in and do your hair and makeup. And I'm going to give you a couple of really quick reasons. First of all, everybody's skin is different, so you want to make sure that your makeup artist understands this. And lighting affects the way your pictures are taken and also the time of day and the season you're getting married. A lot of brides also break out. Let me tell you, we get so stressed about our weddings and having that day be perfect that when you're stressed, it always shows in your skin. So you get these pimples, you get these blackheads, you get a blemish, and you're like, oh my God, how do I hide it? makeup, or bridal makeup, excuse me, is not the same as going out makeup. It's not club makeup. It's not going to the office makeup. It's a totally different ball game. And bridal makeup must last for at least 6 hours. Ladies, you want to be flawless. You want your skin to be beat in. You want your look to be perfect. You want to be beautiful. That is your only job. Your only job, women, when you get married, is to be beautiful, flawless, and enjoy your day. That is your only job. Hair and makeup, Think about it. Another thing. Have you ever done your hair and makeup in the mirror and looked in your sink? Do you know how much crap is in your sink when you're done? Now imagine what's in your sink being on a white wedding dress. Listen, have someone help you. Let a professional come in and touch your makeup up. Keep you looking flawless, because people cried on their ceremonies. They get emotional. Maybe they get red. All kinds of things happen. So no matter where you are, what point of your ceremony, wedding, reception, you want to be flawless, and your makeup artist can do that for you. When it comes to your hair, working with veils and hair pieces, or different type of styles, updos, and then having a veil on that, trust me, it's a skill set. And all depending on the type of hair you have, different hair reacts during different ways during different times of the season. So have someone come in and help you pin your hair up, put your veil on, because you have to use like bobby pins and combs, and so many things are going on with your hair and makeup. Have someone else do it for you, please. Number 3, photography. I'm a stickler. This is one of my pet peeves. When it comes to photography, get a professional, because you're capturing a moment in your life. You don't want your friend or someone that your friend knows, no, you want it to be perfect. And a good photographer, first of all, knows how to work within the flow of a wedding. You getting dressed, you coming down, you going down the aisle, things like that. They know how to work within the flow of your wedding. Number 2, they know how to accentuate your venue. You chose your venue for a reason. Make sure that it works for you and is present in your pictures. Also, they know how to work with different forms of lighting. You could be getting married in the afternoon, or in the evening, or maybe at night. So you want to make sure that your photographer captures that effectively, because once the moment is gone, it's gone. Make sure you get a good photographer who can complement your surroundings. Number 4, food and beverage. Let's talk about this. Brides, I don't want you or your family cooking or passing out drinks or being bartender. None of those things. Listen, hire a caterer to do your food. Hire a bartender to serve your drinks. And let me tell you why. People think, when it comes to catering, it's just food. But it isn't. There is linen. There is flatware. There is plated or buffet. It's whether, they're going to be serving for you, cleaning up afterwards. You don't want that headache. You don't want to be like, since I cooked the food, now I have to clean up and serve and make sure the guests are flowing and mingling, and then the food runs out and everybody's happy. No. Let a caterer handle your food, and let a bartender handle your beverage. A lot of times people think, because we're in the Pinterest and Etsy phenomenon, they can do everything. No, listen, there are things you can do to accentuate your wedding, but when it comes to the bulk or the main service, have someone else handle that for you. Trust me, it'll be better for everyone. And my last one, my 5th one, is near and dear to me, so we're going to talk about this. Day of coordinator. Ladies, gentlemen, especially if you're working a full-time job, get a wedding planner. Get a day of coordinator. It astounds me at how women will spend, or couples will spend $20,000 on a wedding, but will be so cheap and not want to hire a day of coordinator. A good day of coordinator is between $500 to $1,000. It all depends on what their services are and what they offer. Some day of coordinators will come in, set up everything, make sure your bridal suite is straight, take a outline of all your gifts. They will do everything for you. They will make sure after you are married, your venue is set up, everything's good to go, everybody's in place. They'll do a run of show for you. They will actually go ahead and, once you leave, make sure that your gown is picked up and the tuxedos are returned and things like that. They will handle you from A to Z. But just know, when it comes to day of coordinators, you are paying for the service. You're going to get what you pay for. So if you get somebody who's $300, you'll probably just be like, okay, well, I'll just be here in the wedding, make sure it flows, and do nothing else. So just remember, hire a day of coordinator. You do not want to be running your wedding or trying to run your wedding, or trying to handle all the bumps in the road. Because I don't care how flawless or seamless a wedding looks, things always happen and pop up. And you need someone who is unattached to the situation to handle that for you. So don't get your aunties or your mama or your family or your friends, because they're here to enjoy the wedding. And a lot of times I see where they designate family, maybe a mom or a sister. It ends up being their wedding. Listen, just save yourself the headache. Get a day of coordinator. Get someone to run the wedding for you. And I'm not talking about a venue wedding coordinator. The venue wedding coordinator works for the venue. Get someone who's working for you, who is unattached to the situation, who can make the best outcome, decisions for you, and who has your best interests at heart. So that's it. 5 things a bride should never DIY. One of them is flowers. Number 2 is hair and makeup. Number 3 is photography. Number 4 is food and beverage. Number 5, day of coordinator. That's it. You guys have an awesome evening. And once again, thank you guys for viewing my video. And if you guys have any questions or comments or concerns, leave me a message. If it's on YouTube, I'll get back to that. If you want to check this out on LinkedIn and leave me a little message, I'll get back on that. If you need help, I will help you. If you need advice, or if you're feeling unsure about certain things, let me know. I will address them as much as I can and help you as much as I can. That's what I'm here for, to create value and, just help my soon-to-be brides out. I want your day to be beautiful. I want your day to be beautiful. So you guys have an awesome day, and see you soon.